Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's King Ryan Garcia. 135 pounds on the nose. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terence "Bud" Crawford. And he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
King Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over. The fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash. Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shut night.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Punch landed. Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Garcia in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to. Here we go. It's round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
One punch could change everything in this battle. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They're both trying for a knockout. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get...
There's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go. Can't find a home for that jab. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. On to the fourth we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, looks...
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Insane action. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Do you believe what we are seeing? And he just missed with that left jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second.
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Tried to score with a jab. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges...
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Throws the jab, but does not score. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. So it's a majority decision. One judge saw it a draw. The other two scored it for the same fight.
Todd, you're all right. We don't see this that often. But when we do, we really remember it. And this is one of those fights. Majority decision. I agree. You agree. The fans agree. Sorry, am I talking for you? All right, that's a no. Okay, you agree.